They must, in order to sell their soul, they must denounce God, denounce Christ as their God and personal Savior. Okay? And they must give allegiance to Satan, promote his antichrist new age movement.
If your ultimate goal is to be famous, then you're gonna do a lot to get there, like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil.
You got to make a deal with the devil. You got to sell your soul to the devil.
As kitten programming. It is the most visible kind of programming, as some female celebrities, models, and actresses and singers have been subject to this kind of programming. In popular culture, clothing and feline prints often denotes kitten programming. In this Chronicles, we're going to start off with Kesha, some of the videos that really influence a lot of demoralization that's happening in our world. We're going to look at her video, Dancing with the Devil, and Die Young, and other things that she put out there to degrade the young women in the world. Welcome to Kesha's Chronicles. Upon this note, I would like to thank you for tuning in to the Pastor's Chronicles. This is the Kesha's Chronicles, and we're going to jump into part three. But before we jump into part three, I want to show you something about Melissa Ford. In part two, we had a video with her talking about if you're going to sell your soul, you got to sign a contract in blood to the devil. I want to show you something that happened to this woman. And I'm not saying that it was a hit, but you got to think about it. They never found that individual that did it. And all the cameras and everything around the company and all that, you didn't find this person. And it was an 18 wheeler. A 18 wheeler. Check this out.
If your ultimate goal is to be famous, then you're gonna do a lot to get there, like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil. Like you're gonna end up on a one-way street and it's going nowhere. Like that's just the truth. I've seen so many people like forsake their moral code and their value systems just for a little bit of fame, and it's not worth it at the end of the day. It's
got some kids watching too.
Yeah.
But you know, we just.
Oh, you know what? My tongue is blue. I drank a Gatorade. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Looks like you had some Kool-Aid.
Yeah, something like that.
So, what do you think about it? You think it's going overboard? Do you think that it's just where it should be?
No, I do think that, you know, kids are having sex a little bit too young nowadays, and they're just taking cues from what they see on television, but they don't really understand the process, and messages just are, television sends mixed messages, and if you don't have a strong support group or you know, a strong moral conscience, then you're gonna follow like a lamb. You know, the only thing I can say is to be a leader, be different.
That's what I was getting ready to ask you next, is that you say be different and be a leader. Now, were you a leader? I guess, in a way, you know, you started out in videos. Did you kind of say, you know, I'm not doing this. I'll do this, but I'm not doing that.
A lot of people credit me with being the first video girl who ever, you know, really used it as a stepping stone and transcended to the next level. So, I mean, just kind of look at the way that I did it, the steps that I took. I mean, I looked at it as a business, and that's basically it. Just don't get caught up in the lifestyle, because really it doesn't mean anything. This is a job. That's the way you've got to look at it, and you have to do it to your best ability, and don't let the whole lifestyle thing just cloud your judgment, because there's so many pitfalls and, you know, things that you could just, traps that you could just fall within and just lose yourself. Lose yourself is the worst thing. Pick up a Bible every now and then, read some scripture.
Exactly.
Praise Jesus.
Exactly. So what could you tell young girls that want to do what you're doing? I mean, because they're going to look at you and they're going to look up, because you're getting the accolades not only from your work, but from men. And you know men are going to gawk at you because you have a beautiful body and you have a beautiful personality. But aside from all of that, people are looking at your work, and that's what counts.
Well, what I do tell young girls is I ask them what is it that they exactly want to do, and you know, they say that they want to be video models, and I'm just like, okay, what else? So what do you want to do after that? And they don't really have a plan. I don't really know what's going wrong. I guess not enough celebrities are using that equity that they've got and being responsible with it, and you know, just talking about the benefits of having education because it's offered. I mean, you may as well take it. It's really, you're not going to get ahead in life unless not being educated. That's how I've gotten this far. You know, I went all the way to university. Entertainment came calling, so I kind of put my degree on hold. But
you see yourself going back?
Yes, 100%. I enjoy the academic atmosphere. I loved school. I made great grades because my teachers were my best friends. And that's why I've been so successful, because I treat this like a business, and I'm, you know, very business savvy, always thinking about, you know, how to market myself. This is a very challenging business, and you can't just leave it to other people to make your way. You've got to be very thoughtful about it, because there's a lot of pitfalls and a lot of traps. This is all the glitters isn't gold. That's what I tell everybody.
That's a true statement. Two last questions.
Yes.
And this is, I think, if it ended for you today, no more entertainment, what would you do?
I would go back to school and finish my degree in forensic psychology.
Wow.
And try and get a job with the FBI and their behavioral science unit. Okay. Study high-profile serial killers and sex offenders.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so I want to stop right there. And I can hear the scoffers. What did this got to do with Kesha? What did this have to do with Kesha? A lot. Okay? Because Kesha, just like many others, are basically in slavery. Majority of them that sold their life are pawns They are slaves to the industry, to Satan. See, when you sell your soul to Satan, you don't have no free will like you have with God. Right here, Melissa Ford just said that she will go back to school to be in the FBI department. Okay? And what will she do? She will study high profile cases, serial killers, and sex offenders, pedophilia. And people, have you been studying the Chronicles and other truthers? Have you been listening to the news? Where have you been? If you've been sleeping, this went over your head. But if you wide awoke, you understand that Hollywood have everything to do with serial killings and pedophilia. This woman and that facial expression she made was like, oops, yeah, I'm gonna come after you. When I go back, if I go back and get my degree, yes, the high profile goes all the way to the Vatican, all throughout the secret societies and Freemasonry. What she says she's going to do is fight the system, which the system is owned. And when she made that facial expression, like, oops, yeah. People, this woman put a target on her back. And the 18-wheeler haven't been found? Surely that's a big corporation to have an 18-wheeler and it just come out of nowhere, hit her, who's been speaking out against the industry. People, wake up. Around celebrities, people drop. Many people are dropping. These people that are dropping are sacrifices. Melissa Ford was speaking out, but have you heard anything about her or from her recently? Think about this for a second, people. This have everything to do with the Kesha's Chronicles. And even that woman said, Kesha said that the things in Die Young, she didn't want to sing it. Then afterwards, she came behind and had to apologize. In the wake of this Sandy Hook shooting, radio stations across the country dropped Kesha's single Die Young from their playlist. The song's constant repetition of the words "we going to die young" is now apparently deemed inappropriate for airplay. The entire imagery of the video and of the live performance that occupied the song were about glorifying death and ritual sacrifices. All of this was interlaced with Illuminati symbolism, hinting that the whole thing was yet another way of the elite to push a culture of death on the masses. So Kesha took it to Twitter, and this tweet was later deleted because it probably pissed off her handler. Who exactly forced her to sing those lyrics? Why was she credited as a writer of the song? As I stated before, in reality, Kesha didn't do anything for any LOLs. She did not direct the video. She is just performing what she is told to perform. Like most pop stars, the fact of the matter is the Illuminati symbolisms are becoming more prevalent because that was the plan all along, to gradually make them part of the popular culture. The occult elite is revealing itself, and the masses are dancing to their tones. Pop stars have no control over their careers. They are puppets used to push the agenda of the synagogue of Satan. Da Young was all about celebrating the sick culture of death that is prevalent in mass media today. Kesha's temporary tweet gave us a small glimpse of this woman being forced, like Melissa Ford said. The nature of the music industry and how it imposes content on stars. Apparently, it took a mass shooting to make people, or some people, realize that there is something sick and unhealthy in the popular culture. So she was forced to go right back on Twitter, December the 20th, 2012. She said, after such a tragic event, I was feeling a lot of emotion and sadness when I said I was forced to sing some of the lyrics to Die Young. Forced is not the right word. I did not have some concerns about the phrase Die Young in the chorus when we were writing the lyrics, especially because so many of my fans are young. That's one reason why I wrote so many versions of this song. But the point of the song is the importance of living every day to the fullest and staying young at heart. And these are things I truly believe. That's a lie, and the truth is not in it. She was forced to sing the lyrics as it is. Because let's face it, that's the song. If someone would make a song about peace and war, having it become a smash single, and then a war breaks out somewhere, well, the artist playing live is going to have to sing the song as it is, because that's what the people pay to see. Let's get back to Melissa Ford.
Oh, do you are you involved with anybody right now? I mean, people want to know.
No.
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 What do you look for in a guy?
Honesty.
Okay.
Honesty and integrity, loyalty, charisma, confidence, all that good stuff. I mean, I wouldn't mind it packaged up in a really nice body and a cute face, but honesty means the world to me. Yeah.
All right.
And a kind heart.
That says it all.
Yeah.
Kind heart.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you.
And someone who loves his mother and reads the Bible every now and then.
More of truths and read articles and things of that nature. All right.